Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing really well, and a really big welcome if you're new here. I'm particularly excited about this video. What I try and do on this channel is to try and help us all to look and feel the very best version of ourselves. And I know that most of us have different body shapes, of course, that work well with some clothes and less well with others. So I really want to help you get the best out of the clothes that you wear. And importantly, to know how to optimize your own personal body shape. I recently created a video called How to Hide a Tummy in Spring and Summer, which I will link below the video for you to have a look at after this one. And a lot of you asked me after that video if I could do one on how to reduce the look of hips and thighs as well. So today's video is absolutely focused on how to hide and disguise curvy hips and thighs, and how to create a balanced and flattering look for your body shape. What we're all aiming for is balance and proportion for our body shape. So in an ideal world, the top part of your body should be a similar width and proportion to the lower part of your body, with a beautiful waistline in between. But of course, we all know it's not an ideal world. So if you're a pear shape with curvy hips and thighs, the aim to look more in proportion is obviously to reduce the look of the width and size of your hips and thighs. So I'm going to go through 4 ways that we can do this. Firstly, by focusing. Secondly, volumizing other areas. Thirdly, minimizing. And fourthly, lengthening. So let's start with the first one, which is focusing. So where to draw attention to and where not to. So this is, don't draw attention to the bottom of your body. Focus needs to be on your top. To reduce the look of the lower part of your body, a really good technique is to draw attention to the top part. That's where all the interest needs to be, to draw the eye of the beholder up away from the hips and thigh area. There are various ways to do this. So wear interesting jewelry around your face, particularly necklaces and earrings. Now you can opt for statement necklaces, of course, or more dainty ones if you prefer. But the idea is to wear something of interest to distract the eye towards your neck, face and throat region. And of course it reduces the attention to the lower part of the body. Bold earrings, such as this or even bolder, are a great option as they really draw the eye upwards and away from your slightly troublesome area. You could go for some gorgeous classic hoops, which go with everything, or something more statement making, again, whatever suits your personal style. Another way is to add accessories at the top of your body, particularly a neck scarf. Accessorizing is a wonderful way to easily glam up an outfit and make it look much more interesting. I love scarves, and actually I wear them quite a lot. They always add interest and often a talking point to your outfit as well. They can be worn pretty much all year round, from a warm snuggly scarf in the winter to a light silk one for the warmer months, and they work especially well if they're in a bright, cheerful colour. Which leads me on to talking about colour. So the colour emphasis should be in your top area too. Now this image shows how effective it can be to not only wear a bright scarf but also a lovely bright colour at the top of your body. And you can see we can hardly notice what's going on underneath. It's brilliant camouflage. Bright colours and patterns should be restricted to the top of your body, of course, because this is where we want the eye to go. Another big styling point is to think about the tops and the shirts that you want to wear. So don't wear simple plain tops or shirt. Instead, wear details around the neck. Wear things that are going to accentuate the look of your lovely slender upper part of your body. And at the same time, you'll be creating a fuller illusion to counterbalance your larger lower body. Tops that work really well. Now these include, firstly, off the shoulder tops and dresses. These are especially lovely for the summer, and they elongate the look of the neck and the throat, and they take all the attention away from your hip and thigh area. V-necks or scoop necks, now these are brilliant for you as well because they create a lengthening effect, and they also focus the interest again on this area, opening it up and giving you an elongation. Then statement tops with patterns and bright colours. So we've just talked about that. Very effective by taking all the interest to the top part of your body. In a similar way, tops with big lapels or with collars. and horizontal stripes. I'm delighted to say that Breton tops are fabulous for ladies with a pear shape. And a couple of don'ts here. So don't wear shapeless, droopy tops. And I will be talking a little bit later in the video as well about how to deal with this if you've got some in your wardrobe. The don't is don't wear long tops that go a long way down your legs, because this will draw attention to your hips and thighs. The next way of balancing out your hips and thighs is by volumizing. Sounds strange? Add volume to the top of your body to contrast with the bottom. Your aim is to add volume to the opposite part of the body that's curvy. Lots of ways of doing this. Add pieces to add volume and structure at the top. Things like jackets and puff sleeves work really, really well. And don't forget your shoulders. Now, I did do a video actually where I talked about shoulder pads, which I will link below as well, and how useful they were to add volume to your upper body and create structure for your jackets and your tops. As I mentioned before, if you've got tops or shirts that you love, but they're a bit floppy, a really good way of doing that is to add these types of shoulder pads. They're very cheap, and what you do is you just stick them onto your shoulders. So I will link them underneath for you to have a little look at. And horizontal stripes are your friend, because what they do is they add volume to your top part as well. Horizontal stripes are a really stylish and chic way of adding volume to your top without actually adding bulk. They always look good. They're made for you for two reasons. Firstly, they add interest to the top of the outfit, and also they widen the effect of your upper body, which counteracts the lower part. Perfect outfit for you would be something like you can see here. So navy and white striped Breton top with a pair of ankle grazer navy trousers. These would be perfect for minimizing the look of your legs and widening your upper body. So on to the third way of hiding and disguising your hips and thighs. But before I do that, I do hope that you're really enjoying this video, ladies. And if you are, I'd love it if you could click on the thumbs up button, the like underneath this video, because it really helps me to recognize the videos that you like so that I can make more of them. And if you're new here, a really big welcome, and please do subscribe because it does help to keep the channel going. And every week I do a big video and shorts as well, where I talk about styling tips, what works, what doesn't work, with fresh ideas and inspiration. And we have a lovely community here as well. So back to my third way of minimizing hips and thighs, which is minimize the bottom of your body. To do this, I would suggest focusing on wearing skirts, trousers, or dresses that minimize the body either by being slimming or by elongation. Skirts and dresses are your friends, but only some of them. Here are some of those that are not your friends. First of all, pencil skirts that cling to the hips. Any skirts that are tight, especially around the hips and thighs. Mini skirts and dresses, because they take all the attention to the hips and thighs area, and brightly coloured skirts as well, because again, all the attention goes to the area that you're trying to disguise. So here are some skirts and dresses that you can really rock, that you will really look fabulous on you. Firstly, and probably most importantly, A-line styles. A-line styles really complement you if you have curvy hips and thighs. They really make the best of your figure. You can look gorgeously hourglass in anything that's A-line. They're very flattering. Now, one reason why A-line skirts and dresses work so well for many body shapes, but especially for you, is that the widest part of the skirt hits the slimmest part of the leg, which gives the illusion that the whole leg and the thigh area are slim too underneath. And it makes the legs look much slimmer in comparison as well. Another thing that you can really look fabulous in is anything flowy. Flowy fabric makes your legs look slimmer, and it creates a triangular shape skimming over your hips and thighs area. Anything structured as well, because obviously it's going to continue with this triangular look outwards. So again, it's not going to focus on your hips and thigh area, and any dark or mid-wash colour. Now let's turn to trousers, and what will suit you depends not so much on your size, but on your shape. Leg shape and the cut of the trousers that you choose is critical for flattering your hip and thigh area. So trousers that you should not be wearing are short cropped trousers or capri pants. Now, I have mentioned that I'm not keen on capri pants for anybody in another video, which I will link as well. They're really out for you. Skinny jeans or tight leggings, way too many bulges, not flattering at all. They will accentuate your width and make your legs look a lot shorter. Basically, they're a big no-no. Unless, of course, you wish to look a bit like Kim Kardashian here, then do please go ahead and wear them. But if you prefer to look less wide, it's best to avoid very tight and skinny jeans. Another thing that you shouldn't be wearing are trousers with side pockets and detailing down the side, because, of course, any embellishments or any details in the hip and thigh area are just going to draw the eye there, and that's not what you want. Now, here's a list of some fabulous trousers that you can really look fabulous in. So trousers to wear are high-waisted wide leg, as long as you're not too short. These are brilliant because they just skim over the hip and thigh area. Palazzo pants, the same. As long as you're not too short, that's the only slight deviation on that. But definitely they are beautiful, they're very elegant, and they skim beautifully, usually with very flowing material as well. Straight leg is fabulous for any pear shapes, a lot of different shapes as well, but pear shapes it's perfect for, because they're more flattering than a tight leg. Again, they just skim over the hips and thighs, and they don't focus on that area at all. Boot cut and flared leg at the bottom, they're very similar actually. Obviously the flared leg at the bottom probably comes out slightly more, but the boot cut is really good because the effect you get is much more hourglass. It brings in the eye around your hips and thighs, which is brilliant, and then out at the bottom of the leg, which is just the effect that you want. One really key thing to remember is to make sure that your trousers or your jeans really do fit you well, because you may find that if the trousers fit you on the hips and thighs, they may be too loose on the waist. So what I would suggest is you find trousers that fit you perfectly around the hips and thighs and just get a tailor to adjust the bit around the waist. It's much better. Another point is to avoid light coloured bottoms. You should be going for darker or mid coloured shades. And this also goes for bright patterns, bright colours, anything that draws attention to the bottom part. Dark colours are great for you because obviously they absorb light, so they give a more slender, streamlined effect. And another thing that people don't think about very often is avoid sleeves that stop at cuff length. Now the reason for this is that this will create unwanted bulk. When you put your hands down, that area will be near your hip and thigh, and so it'll create unwanted bulk in the wrong area. The fourth way of making the best of your hips and thighs and disguising them, as I mentioned at the beginning, is lengthening. And here I want to talk about lengthen the whole look of the body to counteract the width. Now, before I go into details here, I want to show you a picture here of this amazing lady, Angela Bassett. Now, undoubtedly, she is larger in the hip and thigh area, but just look at her. She looks absolutely fabulous. How's she done it? We can learn a lot from her. Firstly, it's in the all one colour outfit, all the way down the body, incredibly lengthening, incredibly flattering. And she's chosen a gorgeous rich colour too, so not only suits her, but it's a beautiful standout colour. May not be the kind of look that you can just pop to the supermarket in, but it's the principle that I'm talking about here. We can learn a lot from this. The outfit is also body skimming, which is a really important point, and goes in with my next point, which is avoid baggy clothes, especially trousers. Wear things that are body skimming rather than baggy. The tendency, of course, when you're trying to disguise any area of your body is to buy clothes or to wear clothes that are a bit bigger, like baggy clothes, especially trousers. But they do add bulk and they just make it worse. So take a leaf out of Angela's book and wear body skimming pieces. Another really important thing to think about is hemlines. When clothing hemlines are too short, they break up the curves and make them seem shorter rather than longer, which can make you seem less in proportion. So choose knee-length skirts or midi skirts or maxi length, as long as it's body skimming like Angela did. So when you're thinking about shoes, choose heels, pointed toes, and nude. Nude shoes will help to elongate the look of the whole body, of course. If you have bigger thighs, don't opt for flat shoes because they will make you look shorter and wider. So when I say go for a heel, any height is good because they have a much more flattering and elongating effect for the figure. A really major way that you can have an elongated look for your figure is by using colour columns. So where lighter colours on the inside of your colour column and darker colours on the outside. As you can see here with my short, which I did very recently, basically what you're trying to do is to bring the eye in and down, and that's what you do with a lighter colour in the middle of your outfit and darker colours framing it on the outside. Whoa, that was a lot of information, and you know, there's a lot to this, a lot to working out how to emphasize the right parts of your body and disguise the other parts. And I had to actually struggle a bit because there's so much information, so much help and guidance that I wanted to give you. So some of the things I've actually really just cut down rather a lot, but I do hope that this has been of help to you ladies, and please do comment underneath and let me know what you think, or any other ideas that you've got which help to make the best of your pear-shaped body and your curvy hips and thighs. So I really hope that you have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I will see you very soon with shorts and with the next big video. So lots of love and take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.